Fam, whenever I meditate, my fears alleviate, my faith don't deviate, my tears evaporate. Come, so let's do this. Wagwan, it's Major Fitness TV. Alright, so today, I'm gonna be talking about setting goals, because obviously New Year's coming up. Most people, if not all, actually, probably most people set goals. So this video will probably apply to anyone that's over the age of 14, 15. So yeah, let me get straight to it. So this is how I personally set my goals, but I haven't been setting goals like this for long. It was just since September, like when I started school. In fact, even October. But I found it to be like a good method, because before I started setting goals in this way, I wasn't setting goals before actually. So before I was setting goals, I was kind of slacking at school, when we came back. And then when I started setting goals, that's when I started putting a lot more work in and being a lot more focused and stuff like that. And that was with fitness as well, because I set fitness goals as well. So here's how I do it. First, I start with long-term goals. So when you're starting with the long-term goals, you want to make sure that they're smart goals. And you might have heard this term before. So the S is for specific. So they need to be specific. You can't just say, for example, I want to make a lot of, say if someone said, I want to make a lot of money. That's not specific, because it's just not specific. They want to make a lot of money, but how much is a lot? So this ties into the M as well, because the M is measurable. So it needs to be measurable. So saying you want to make a lot of money, that's not measurable either. So being specific, you might say, I want to make £500,000. And then the second thing, the third letter is achievable. So that the third letter is A, and that stands for achievable, yeah? So basically what that means is that you want the goal to obviously be achievable. So let's say you're 15 and you're in year 11 or something like that, and then you're setting yourself that goal that I just said, £500,000 in a year, and you haven't made any money before or anything like that, and maybe your household income is £20,000. Is setting that goal achievable? Because the reason why it has to be achievable is that it has to be realistic and achievable, and that's the R. The R is realistic, so I feel like it ties in. But if it's not, then oftentimes most people will just be demotivated because they feel like, rah, I can't even achieve this anyway, so I just set this goal and it's not achievable, so what's the point in going for it? Because that's when I first set the goals in October. I think, was it October, maybe September? I started the way I set them, I felt like they weren't really achievable. I don't know. I was kind of lacking focus, and I was thinking, right, I'm not going to achieve this anyway. So from November or December, I rewrote my goals so that they were more achievable and realistic and stuff like that. So now I'm more much more focused, because I'm seeing I can keep going. And then the last letter is T, and that stands for time bound. So you need to set a time frame that you want to achieve your goals. So do you want to make £500,000 in the next 5 years, 1 year, next day, 3 days, anything like that? Or obviously I've got a fitness channel, so do you want to lose 5 pounds of body weight in 1 month, 1 week? Well, probably not 1 week, but obviously you get the idea. So let me give you an example of kind of goals that I'll do. So a long-term goal that I've done, this is for school, because for my school goals, I already made them, and they tie into next year and stuff. But I haven't set my fitness goals yet. But I'll probably post them on my Instagram. So if you want to follow me in it at Major Fitness TV, then yeah, you'll see it probably. I'll probably post it on there. But yeah, the school goals that I set was so obviously school's going till July. And then I set for myself to get A star in A-level grades. So that's what I'm aiming for. And then also to get onto a business management sponsored degree course. So I'm trying to get onto that. So I'm applying to that as well. But I'm also applying to uni just in case I don't get that. So just to make sure I've got backup plans and stuff like that. And then after you set those goals, you need to, well, I found that it to be useful to obviously say how you're gonna get there, because again, like before, when I first started, I just set goals and I didn't say like specifically how I was gonna get there. So I was just thinking, oh, okay, so I'm gonna get A stars. I need to put in work, but then I don't know how much work I'm supposed to put in. So when I broke it down into how, I said, these are still long term. I said just to work efficiently, limit procrastination, and practice delayed gratification and long term thinking. So I'll probably do a video about delayed gratification and that in a future video. But basically, it's just like if you're feeling like like you're not motivated or something to do work or something like that, then just think about the long term benefits of it, innit? But then obviously those aren't really measurable anyway. So I broke that down into even like smaller short-term, mid-term type goals. So I broke it down into each of my subjects. So I'll give you an example. For economics, I said I want to finish the notes from the book by 5th of March. So, and then I broke it down into what, why, and how. So the what was obviously finish notes from the book by 5th of March. And then the why was to be allowed a decent amount of time to revise, so that I could like do good in the exams, innit? Because the exams start in like June, I think June. And and because I also need to sort out my timing in economics, because I often run out of time, so it will allow me exam practice. So the why is important as well, because you need to because if there's times where you're not feeling motivated as well, the why often can get you through it. So if you're thinking raw, like for example, if I was thinking, oh, I'm not motivated to do this, the why, maybe the why could help me. So I'm thinking raw, but at least I'll be allowed time to revise in the future and stuff like that. But then the how is also, the how I feel motivates as well, because you know exactly what you need to do. And for how here, I broke it down, like I calculated it and stuff like that, how much pages I would have to do each week to then complete the book by the set time. And then I found that at first I said stick and stuff like that. So it ended up being, I made it so it's now 21 pages notes per week. And like, yeah, so that's essentially it. And so that works out to around about 3 pages per day. So yeah, that's like, I suppose you can call that the short term. So that's like the short term, thinking about weekly. That's what I need to do. So I don't need to think about that like every week. I just need to know like I need to do 21 pages. So let me just do it. And then obviously, so now set your goals. Like I would strongly recommend writing them down, rather than just thinking, oh, alright, yeah, I'll do this. Like just actually sit down, spend some time to think about it, and write your goals down. So this could be fitness goals, obviously, any type of goals in life. That's why I said that it probably applies to anyone over 15. But after you've done that, you need to make sure you stick to them, because obviously if you're not sticking to them, if you're not going through your goals, then you just wasted time writing goals. So like that was just a waste of time. Matt, you just wasted your time watching this video as well. But like if you like me have like in the past, like last year I set goals, I didn't even really stick to them, to be honest. If you're the same, if you've done that last year or years before, just make sure that this year is the year that you're gonna actually stick to your goals. So like, just make sure you stick to your goals. And if anything, if you feel like you lack the kind of either discipline or determination or whatever you want to call it to stick through your goals, just make sure like reevaluate and make sure that they're like realistic and achievable, because like that's a key one. But like when I say realistic and achievable, don't make it too easy so that you could just be relaxing like all the time and still make your goals. Like say if you wanted to make £1 in a year, like I'm pretty sure you could do that. Or say if you wanted to use 1 pound of belly fat in a year, or gain 1 pound of muscle in a whole year, like you could probably do that in like, I don't know, a month or something. I don't know about how long it would take to gain muscle, but I think people tend to lose weight like £1 a week, so you could do that in a week. So that's not really that's not really realistic. Like obviously it's realistic to achieve, but it's not realistic to push yourself to actually achieve that. So yeah, that's basically it. Just make sure you stick to it. Stick to your goals this time. Let me know, like, if you want to share your goals as well, because oftentimes that helps people keep themselves accountable. So if you want to share what kind of goals you're thinking of making, even if you haven't made them yet, what you're thinking of, just put them in the comments below, and then yeah, just make sure you stick to them. Just try your best to stick to them, innit? And if you find that you're like lacking motivation or something at particular times, just look at your goals again. Just think, why, how, what do I need to do, stuff like that. Just keep looking over it. And like, I would recommend also just looking at your goals every day, every morning. Like when you wake up, do whatever you're doing. I don't know, like if you have a morning ritual, do that and look at your goals, because like that like helps to keep the goals in your head. And if you really want to like even more keep it in your head, I'd probably say to even check it out like in the morning. If you go to school, check it out in the morning, then when you get home or something like that. I don't personally do that at the moment. Maybe I'll do that in the future, but yeah, like I'll definitely say to look at it in the morning though, to just, because that's when your mind's fresh and you'll just keep it in your head for the whole day, innit? So yeah, that's it. Let me know what you thought of the video and stuff. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, please. Safe.